everybody, every single person has had times of being stuck, of feeling like you're in a circle, a vicious circle where you cannot just escape out of it, you cannot run away, you cannot leave, you cannot do anything about it. You feel stuck. Like you're there and it doesn't matter what you do, you remain there. Like it doesn't matter if you try to escape, if you try to run, if you try to solve the situation, if you try to solve the obstacle. It does not matter what you do, it just does not change and you are just stuck. And I talk about this because it's been my case, or I think it was my case for a while. And I know for many people, it's also the same situation. It could be for many of you not, but for the ones that have lived a similar situation like that, or if you are in a moment where you are stuck and you feel like it doesn't matter what you do, you are just meant to remain in that vicious circle. I would like to share my experience about it because it's something that when you are in that moment, you really need to hear something that tells you, hey, it's gonna be better, it's gonna change, and it's okay sometimes to be stuck, to be in a circle where you cannot run away from. It could happen, and I think it happens to everybody at least once in our lives, if not more than that. Basically, I just want to talk about 4 main points, 4 topics in order to tackle this topic a bit better. So the first point, and I think that's normal for many people, for me, like I have felt it so many times, is that we feel that it's wasted time. It's normal to feel like that, and it's a horrible feeling because it could be years, it could be months that, you know, like you're doing everything you can and it feels like you've been wasting your time. But the second point talks about to learn to get the most out of it. Learn from that experience. Like it's not wasted time, it's something you can learn from. Third, there's also value in that wasted time. Sometimes you can say, okay, maybe I failed, like I did not learn anything or I did not make any progress. It could really feel like you wasted your time, but there's value in that wasted time. And the role for you is to get that value. And the last point I want to talk about is to understand that there might be a reason for it, a purpose of it. If you are in it right now, in this moment, you don't see it clearly. You cannot really understand what's going on. It's very difficult to understand things when you are inside, trapped in them. But once you get out of it, I'm sure, 100% sure, you're gonna understand more from an objective point of view. You're gonna see the big picture of it, and it's gonna be a lot better. You're gonna be able to say, hey, yeah, that happened because of this, or that situation, it was not wasted time. It really helped me grow, it helped me be a better person, learn about this and this skills, and there's for sure a reason behind that. So I want to share my experience right now because I feel like it's been really tough, but once you go through it, it feels much better, and you're gonna be able to understand so many things and really get value, appreciate that thing that happened, that had you trapped for so long. And it's hard. I wish I had someone that time that had told me, hey, it's gonna be fine, or hey, it's okay, it's not wasted time, like hey, it's like someone who could motivate me a little bit, or just like give me a different point of view. Because for me it was really difficult, and I know if you are there, if you need help, or if you are stuck in a circle you cannot run from, or if you did it, maybe you went behind that, that's all in the past, but you still see it like wasted time. It's not wasted time. Yeah, it's difficult, it's hard, but you're gonna learn through the time to appreciate every single thing that you lived during that time. So going back to my own experience in life in Germany, I'm going to make reference to this part of my life. I think there might be like a few more other examples I can go make reference to in my life, but the latest one was my life in Germany when I arrived here. Especially if you are a foreign immigrant, someone living in a country that's not your own country, where your own culture is not lived, different culture, different language, different many difficulties, like everything is different. I think this might help you a little bit and at least got the feeling that you're not alone. So going back to my experience, I arrived to Germany, it was like maybe 7 years ago or something like that. I was unemployed. I arrived after my studies, I did my master, and after my master I wanted to get a job where I studied, but I didn't, and at that time my boyfriend was German and he got a job here in Germany, so he was like, hey, come here to Germany, you're gonna find a job in English, it's very international, there's many opportunities. So yeah, I did not really do many research about it. I was like blind, just like yes, I said yes, and I ended up here in Germany, building up my career and starting a completely whole new life. I also wanted to learn a new language. I also liked to learn about new cultures. Germany was not my goal at the beginning, but it was part of the path. That's how things were given. So what was especially difficult for me, and what I feel that I have wasted so much time, maybe not anymore, but it really felt it for so long. And it's because for a few years I did not get a job. I was unemployed and I struggled with it for so long. I was living in a very small town. I did not know any international friends, or I did not meet like international people living there. All the people I know were German, just like picking German environment. So of course, it was tough. I was just learning basic German and to communicate, it was very difficult. That got like many good things at the end as well, but it was difficult, and it was many years of trying to get a job, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna learn the language, do integration courses, adapt to the German culture. I did everything, every single thing they ask, not just the job center, but also my boyfriend at that time, his family as well. They were like, nah, I have to learn German and adapt to the culture and do this and that and that. And I swear to God, I did everything that was in my hands. I did everything. I prepared myself, I read every day. I got to a German level where I was like, yeah, I'm good, I can get a job. But still, it felt like I was always like fighting against something that, fighting against the flow. I just couldn't help it. I just felt like I was trapped, and it did not matter how hard I tried to get a job. There was always something that blocked that possibility. Sometimes could be maybe also your energy kind of gets like negative because of the many problems or expectations you have in that place. It could be due to different reasons. I try to find different explanations for that situation, and I tried to kind of justify myself because I could not understand why that was happening. I was like, okay, I learned German, but all the interviews I had, they were like, no, your German is not enough. For jobs in English, they needed a lot more experience, and I had experience in something else because I changed kind of like my course of study. And my master wasn't something different. So it was hard because I did not have the experience they required to get a job only in English. So I kept studying German, integrating, doing integration courses and everything. First started with A1, then A2, then B1, then B2. Then, okay, like still did not work. Okay, I'm gonna do C1, and then not C2, but it was like a kind of C1 with a professional background, a professional academic content as well. I did a lot, and I did really try, and I was at home learning every day. I had the book and the notebook like right next to me the whole time. I really made so much effort. But still, I felt trapped because I was in this little town. All the contacts I had like was the family from my boyfriend, 100% German. They did not really have like international contacts or everything. And of course, all the interviews I got, they expected me to speak very good German, and did not find really an opportunity that could fit the needs I had at that time, or what I could provide at that time. Then eventually I got a job in Düsseldorf, but it was after so much of trying, and then that did not work really well because they needed to build like a whole new team here in Düsseldorf, and the whole team was actually in Berlin, and we talk in German anyway, so I still did not feel like I could have like close connection or close support that could really help me build that team here. In Düsseldorf. Eventually did not work, and after that I tried many other things. I got like some internships, and I also like another job and like work experience. I did many internships for free as well, and so I could practice and develop like German. Still, I had the feeling like they either like internships, or they did not expect anything for you, and they put you just copy paste data, Excel data, and just copy paste, and that just do like easy, silly, stupid tasks. Or they expected you to act and be and talk and handle everything like a German. So have conversations with the clients and do everything with the client, even though at the beginning was known that, okay, you talk to me, you know how my German level is. I start with some agreement, and then 2 months later you say, oh no, you have to deal everything, negotiate everything with the clients in German by yourself, when it's supposed to be step by step, at least in some types of opportunities I got. So somehow it just did not work for me. But I ended up in Düsseldorf, which is a city that I love with all my heart, and I love it so much. I'm very happy here. Even though I lived those bad situations, that's what I wanna say, the first topic. You feel like it's wasted time. And it's normal that you feel that it's wasted time. Now that I left that time behind and that situation behind me, I thought about it so many times. What did I do in that time? It's wasted time. It feels like, what did I do? Did I do any progress? Did I do, I don't know. Like, I really felt I wasted so much time during those years, even though I tried the opposite with all my heart, but I felt like it was wasted time. And here I go to the second point, that is that we can learn to get the most out of it and realize that it's not wasted time. So now that I think about it and talking to other people as well, I realized that I learned so much about the German culture. Well, I was really immersed in completely 100% German culture life. I became a little bit German by myself, also because of the family of my partner at that time, and even he as well. They were like, yeah, I have to learn German, I have to be involved in the German culture, have German friends, and German. So I became a little bit of German myself, and I was so pushed to do that and be that way, because I felt it was the only way for me to get a job at that time. And I also had my partner at that time, and I thought we were gonna marry and have kids, and I was gonna live here in Germany forever with my partner. Things did not work that well at the end of the day, but I had learned so much from those days, and I can really tell it's not wasted time. Maybe talking about work experience and my CV, yeah, it's difficult to put it clearly, but in my personal life, in my personal level, I can handle everything in German right now. I can handle every situation in German language, and it's fine. I can deal with many legal things that I have to go through sometimes, or in the everyday life. I can do everything in the German language, and I feel a little bit some kind of German as well. And that's valuable. It's valuable, and it's something that many people tell me, like, hey, you do not really appreciate that. Like, we've been here many years, we speak the basic German, but it's not like they feel not part of it. And I'm really part of the culture and part of the life here in Germany now, being Colombian at the same time. But yeah, I feel comfortable and I can handle everything, basically everything. Maybe some legal stuff with very specific things. Sometimes I have to ask, like, hey, can you maybe help me out with this? Or do you understand how this works? Or I have to Google sometimes for some specific technical terms. That happens all the time in German. But in general, everything's just completely fine. Then another point it's very important to notice is that there's value in that wasted time. In my case, not just about the obvious things, the German culture, German language, German life, but it was so much personal growth, so much you had to go through in that time, like a lot of internal work that nobody's gonna see, nobody's gonna realize about it. Many people at that time, they thought I was just like, I don't know, laying down the whole time, watching TV and eating and enjoying the good life that I had been provided by my partner at that time. They had no idea what I was going through at that time. And that's something like, it's only to you. It only matters to you. It does not matter what the other people say, what the other people think about that. It doesn't matter. It's an internal process, and it only matters to you. You're the only one who knows how difficult that has been. And there's so much growth, so much understanding from that in that moment you do not understand it. But once you leave that behind and you look at that situation from a bigger picture, in a different perspective, you're like, wow, I made it. And I was going through so much that people had no idea, but I do know. And you have to recognize that. You have to appreciate that. There's a lot of value, personal value, internal work that it's onto you. And the last point I want to talk about is that there's a reason for it. I think, always everything that happens for a reason. There's something behind, there's something you can make use of, there's something you can learn from. And if at that time that was so difficult for me, I know that it's been a difficult situation, but I went through it, and it's in the past, and I learned a lot. And now that I think about it, I am convinced that's actually one of the maybe most difficult ways for me to go through my life in Germany and start my life here. But it was an effective way, at least, to get myself here adapted, happy. If I am to stay here in the future, I can, like I said, handle myself very well, and just like, I know how to get around here very well. And there's also many other personal reasons I'm trying to figure it out, trying to understand, and I'm like, maybe if that hadn't happened to me that way during those years, if I hadn't gone through that situation, maybe this thing here hadn't happened. Right now, it's something very personal. I'm not gonna share about it. Right now, it's very personal, but I think that's the way things had to be. So it's a process I'm still going through. Let's see if I might be able to share more about it later in a near future. But this mindset helps a lot, like getting the most out of it, taking that as valued time, appreciate that time that you felt it was wasted, because it's not, and it's on you. This perception, this mindset really helps you a lot. It really makes your life more meaningful, more beautiful. It makes you happier. So if you're in a difficult situation for years, for months, and you feel stuck, hold on, don't worry, it's not wasted time. You're getting value from it. You're gonna get a lot from it. You cannot imagine. And yeah, maybe you don't understand it right now, but you will. And once you get out of it, or if you already went through that situation and you still feel like it's wasted time, think about it. of course, there's something you can get from that. There's things you are appreciating in your life right now because of that wasted time you lived. And you're a stronger person now. You are a happier person now. You are a more mature, wiser person as well. So let's value those wasted times, value them with all our hearts, learn from them, and let's keep enjoying life. And if you're still there and feel like you cannot get away from it and you're still stuck, hold on. Hold on, keep being patient, having faith. It's gonna be fine.